Today we're going to be talking about how to earn free crypto. This is our third video that's going to be in our playlist for our crypto passive strategy of 2019. Specifically, we're going to be talking about this module right here, earn free crypto, no risk, and no investment. How can you earn free crypto, passive income with no investment and absolutely no risk? Well, let's talk about that right now. So this is Earn Free Crypto. We're going to be using the CryptoTab browser. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I love this browser. It's absolutely the easiest, most risk-free way that I'm aware of to be able to earn crypto, primarily Bitcoin or Satoshi. I will, just to explain this diagram a little bit, Cointiply is a newer program that I've started using, and I like it a lot. I'll tell you that it's also a way to earn passive crypto. However, it takes a little bit of time to get it up and going, and it doesn't have the potential that CryptoTab browser has. CryptoTab browser has far more potential, but both of these can earn cryptocurrency. However, I'm probably going to use Cointiply to be able to advertise for referrals for CryptoTab browser. Also, as far as the earn free crypto investment strategy that we use, we'll be using AdBTC, Moon Bitcoin, Coinbulb, BTC Clicks, and free Bitcoin. I'm going to be talking about those. AdBTC, Coinbulb, and BTC Clicks are all pay-to-click type networks, and I have them in order. I have these in order in what I prioritize. Now, I would love to tell you that, hey, I check all these as much as I can every single day, every hour on the hour, every 5 minutes on the 5 minutes. But I have a life, and you probably have a life as well. So some of these, for example, free Bitcoin can actually earn a lot more than some of these others if you check it every single hour on the hour. Moon Bitcoin, I think you can check it up to every 5 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. But if you don't, the reason AdBTC and Moon Bitcoin are ahead of free Bitcoin is because if you only check these two a couple of times a day, you're going to out-earn free Bitcoin checking it a couple of times a day. And I'm willing to bet that you're not willing to spend hours out of your day just to earn a little bit of passive income. This whole strategy is based on, anywhere from a half hour to hour and a half a day that over time add up to hundreds of dollars per day in cryptocurrency. Now, Moon Bitcoin and free Bitcoin are both green. They're what we call Bitcoin faucets or cryptocurrency faucets. There's no advertising platform to these two. They're just a way to earn free Bitcoin. AdBTC, Coinbulb, and BTC Clicks, you can also earn free Bitcoin, but you can also advertise for CryptoTab referrals on there. Also, you can advertise referral. Each one of these also offer referral programs. For everything that your referrals earn, you earn a little bit as well. Over this entire video series, I'm going to be breaking down each and every one of these. I'm going to talk about what are my favorites and what I use. Now, I use all of these. There are more, but these are only the ones that I'm currently using. Cointiply in and of itself will take probably an entire video. I'm extremely excited about this. I've got to be honest with you. I have seen Cointiply around, but I didn't totally understand it. Once I spent a few minutes to understand it, I was kind of blown away at the potential. Both Cointiply and CryptoTab browsers are the only two programs that literally you can get them up and running, set it and forget it, and almost never touch it and still earn cryptocurrency. CryptoTab's the most passive with the most potential. Cointiply, it has the next most potential where you can earn, $1 or $2 per hour or more. I mean, being able to realistically get to a place where you can make $10,000 a year here, where I think CryptoTab browser could literally get up to $1,000 per day. That's my belief on that. We're going to see. The other part of this is Bitcoin ad networks. Now, I've done very little with these ad networks. These are going to ultimately long-term be some of the best place to probably advertise for referrals. However, it takes Bitcoin, it takes Satoshi. So remember, this whole strategy is kind of a free strategy. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the CryptoTab browser here, the Satoshi that I earn, I'm sending it to places like AdBTC, Coinbulb, and BTC Clicks. And BTC Bitcoin advertising networks. Now, some of these advertising networks, just to name a few, are going to be places like CoinTraffic, CoinZilla, AdAds, CoinAds, MeloAds, AdBit, Bitter.io. Those are just a few of them. I can't tell you which ones are the best. I'm still experimenting with them. But if you stay subscribed to my channel, I'll be talking about which advertising platforms I like and which ones I don't. Here's a tip. There's one of these two advertising platforms, one of these three that I've already tested. I don't like it. I'm going to tell you why. So stay tuned for that. I'll cover that at the end of this video. But I also want you to know that I keep it up here because it's a pretty big earner in this space. So stay tuned for that. But before we get there, let's just talk a little bit about CryptoTab browser. So this is a CryptoTab browser. It works just like Chrome. If you have Google Chrome, then you can use CryptoTab browser. It's a Chromium browser. It is awesome. It is easy to use, and it works just like any other browser. Like literally, you come up here. It has an address bar at the top. You just type whatever you want. For example, now we're on Google. So it works just like any other browser. It's awesome. But while it's running, while you're using it, it's also mining cryptocurrency. You can get referrals. That's where the power of this is in referrals without question. Let's see here. Let me just show you that quickly. So I'm currently earning, with the video recording and everything, I'm running at about 66, 70, 78 hash per second. I will tell you when the video is not recording, I can get up to about 160 to 180 hash per sec if I have it maxed out. All you have to do is share your personal link in social media accounts and instant messengers or through advertising networks as we talked about. People will install CryptoTab browser, join your mining network. Members of your mining network use browser and mine. Again, it's totally passive. The reward you get in BTC depends on your mining network performance. So let me just bring this down here and show you. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Invite new users and earn Bitcoin earn up to one Bitcoin every month. I believe you can earn more than one Bitcoin a month personally. But here's how it works. Someone sign up with your link. You make 15% off all first level referrals, 10% off second level. All that matters is your first level because that's the only one that you can control. But the power is this thing grows exponentially. I'm going to show you something here in a moment. 10% on your second level, 5% on third, 3% on fourth, 2% on level 5, so on and so forth, and goes all the way down to level 10. And we're going to pay you a percent of all of their mining. So it doesn't actually take anything away from them. You just earn a percentage of what they mine. It's kind of like a match. And here's a calculator down here. How many of your friends refer 5? There's a typo. Let's say each of them tell 5 or more friends. So 5 refer 5, and it goes on forever. This is just a little, in theory, dream of a little, $24,000. This isn't exactly how it grows. This could be your monthly income, $40,000 per month. I'm going to tell you now, this isn't exactly how it grows. To see more accurately how it would grow, we can just take a look at mine. So this is my dashboard here. And total earnings so far is $82. But here's the thing. Now, what I want you to know is I first started using this, I think, back in March. So we're currently in November, and this thing is growing ridiculous. I'll show you that in a moment. These are my referrals. This is how many I have active in the past 24 hours. These numbers are skewed exceptionally high. Remember how I told you there's a platform that I won't advertise on anymore? There's why I got about 1,000 referrals on level 1. And of those 1,000 referrals, not one of them ever became active. Not one. And it looks like someone on my level 2 was doing the same thing. As you can see, it should run at about 10% active. If you have legitimate advertising platforms, you don't end up doing this right here. Notice that's roughly 10%. Here's a little more than 10%, just over 10%, definitely more than 10% active there. That's a good number to shoot for, and that's a good number to pay attention for. But notice how it builds. It doesn't build like, like a pyramid. Your first, second, third levels are going to be typically your biggest levels. And that's okay because that's where you earn the most money at anyway. Now, when I say this thing grows exponentially, here's what I'm telling you. I used to get I started withdrawing at about 1,000 Satoshi. In fact, let's take a look at my withdrawals. We'll come up here, hang on one moment. Okay, here we go, click withdraw here. Payment history. So please take a look at this. Now, I had 2 days down right here between the 25th, the 2nd. The 2nd was my last withdrawal. On the 2nd was my last withdrawal. And before that, the 25th. So this was my second to last withdrawal. I had 2 days that CryptoTab was down. Had that not been down, my second withdrawal probably would have been 30th or the 31st. That's less than 1 week. I'm already 1, 2, 3. I'm on the 4th day, and I'm already at 35,000 Satoshi. So probably we'll see. So we'll see that we come off a weekend, by the way. We're already on track to make a withdrawal before the 9th. And I can tell you it's probably going to be the 7th or 8th, probably the 8th. And the reason I can say that is because the weekend, everybody tends to not mine as much on the weekends. So it's going to be under 7 days. Now, why is this important? Because every time I make a withdrawal, I advertise for more affiliates, and I add 5 to 15 new affiliates every 100,000 Satoshi that I withdraw. I add 5 to 15 new referrals every single withdrawal. Now, why is that important? Because originally, let's look at how long it used to take. So it took me from here, March 20th. Oh, this is only 2,200 BTC. So this isn't 100,000. Okay, keep that in mind. I withdrew, it took me 2,200 plus 5,000. Let me get my calculator out. So it took me 2,200. Now I don't remember how long it took me. It took me several weeks to get my first withdrawal, but I started withdrawing small amounts. Then I went to larger amounts. 2,200 plus 5,000 on the second withdrawal here, plus 10,000 plus 50,000 plus 41,000 right there. So that's 108,000 Satoshi right here. Now it took me a little while to get 2,200, and I don't know how long it took. Let's see. We'll just make it conservative because obviously I already had a couple of affiliates here. So we went from Tuesday the 20th to the 31st, so that's roughly 11 days. So we'll say it took me 11 days before this. It probably took me longer because I was starting from scratch. Let's just say it took me 11 days. Probably took me more like 20 days to get my first 2,200 to withdraw. But we won't even count that. We'll be conservative. So it was March 20th. That was 11 days. I'm just writing this down to add it together. Then the 31st to the 10th was 10 days. From the 10th to the 15th. Wait a minute. March 31st, April 10th. Then it was April 10th to May 15th. So that's what, 35 days? And then from May 15th to May 30th. You can see there that started picking up fast because I went from, it took me all this time from here to here to get 50. And from here, it took me April 10th to May 15th. So it took me 35 days to get 50,000. But then it only took me 15 to about 14 days to get 41,000. So you can see how it starts to speed up. And of course, none of this is 100% accurate because this is assuming this is a withdrawal amount. Maybe I had a little over or whatever. Maybe I didn't withdraw the full amount. I'm not really sure. But this is each withdrawal. So that's, if you add these days together, I just want to show you where it started and how much faster I'm withdrawing now. That's 21. So this is 70 days right here for these withdrawals right here. This is right here. This is 70 days to get 100,000. Now I'm getting 100,000 Satoshi in about every 7 days. So please notice how much faster that is. That is an increase of what? 1,000%? So that's how it's grown exponentially. It takes me about 70 days versus 10%. That's what it is. It takes me 10% of the time. So now, if that continues to grow, I'm gonna and it's gonna grow exponentially, because why? Every time I make a withdrawal currently of 100,000 Satoshi, I'm advertising getting 5 to 15 frontline affiliates. So that's right now. If I can do it every 7 days, before long I'm gonna be doing it every 6 days. Then it's gonna be every 5, every 4, every 3. Right now I'm gonna be withdrawing basically 4 times a month, getting 5 to 15 affiliates every time I withdraw, and I'm advertising. As long as I keep advertising, and that's what I keep getting. Now combine that with, before long I may be making withdrawals every 3 days. Now I'm going to be getting 5 to 15 new affiliates roughly every 10 times a month. So if you notice that, this speeds up extremely fast if you stick with it. I hope you're catching that. Like there's an incredible curve that takes place. So there's this kind of curve that takes place. Hopefully you're seeing this in the beginning. It starts out slow, and then it speeds up, because I keep advertising for more referrals. And not only that, I'm able to advertise faster. But not only that, my referrals keep getting referrals. I did not do anything for level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, nothing. But my referrals keep getting referrals, and it just keeps speeding up. So this thing, I believe, can get out of hand, and that's why CryptoTab is kind of the cornerstone of this entire strategy right now. Once you get CryptoTab running, the other thing that I'm doing at the same time is I'm using AdBTC, Moon Bitcoin, Coinbowl, BTC Clicks, and Free Bitcoin, and Cointiply. I use all of these each day, at least check in once or twice a day with each one of them. And what that does is it allows me to earn additional free Satoshi. Now, each one of them have withdrawal limits. And I withdraw, and I'm able to compound. So I withdraw CryptoTab right now. I'm doing it at 100,000 Satoshi. Maybe you'll do it at 5,000 or 10,000 when you're starting out. But then I withdraw in each of these. I don't know all of their, I usually do it at 100,000. But some of them have a 30,000 withdrawal limit, or 10,000 or 100,000 Satoshi withdrawal limit. So when I work independently. So if I'm able to get an additional 100,000 out here, and 100,000 out here, and 100,000 out here, 100,000 here, that gives me more Satoshi to be able to advertise for referrals, which does nothing but speed up this curve, because now I'm getting additional Satoshi from faucets, additional Satoshi from the little pay-to-click advertising networks, and that just speeds it up that much faster. So just to show you, now I told you that I would share with you one of the advertising networks that I'm no longer using. And I'll tell you this right off the bat. I'm no longer using, you will notice if you've been plugged into my channel for a while, you don't see something up here. That's Easy Hits for You. Now that's not the one I'm referring to. Easy Hits for You is okay. I have gotten 1 or 2 affiliates off of there, but I've spent a lot of advertising credits on Easy Hits for You and got 1 or 2. Well, I can show you exactly what I've gotten right here. This is Easy Hits for You. Gotten 2. But here's the key: they were active, so that is important. They were active for a little while. I know you're like, yeah, but they didn't do a whole lot. You're right, they didn't. This is Easy Hits for You. This is Easy Hits for You banners. Neither one of those. I've put in probably 50,000 credits in each one of those and got nothing. I've probably put in 20,000 credits just in the straight ad exchange, and I did get 2 out of there. So that's good. Now, this is a platform I'm testing. I'm going to continue testing it, so I'm not giving away where it is or what it is right now, but you can see this is good advertising. This works. See, I've gotten 15. That's more than 10%, and those 15 have gotten, well, those 120 have gotten 64, 45, 28, 29, 8, which is 15 active, 13, 9, 7, 2, and 1. Those are all active. So that's a great place to advertise. I'm going to be doing some more test advertising as well. However, let me show you what I'm not using. AdBTC. I have talked about AdBTC before, and in the beginning of using the CryptoTab browser, they didn't have a way to be able to come up with these custom links like this. So we couldn't test. I would run ads and I would write down on a piece of paper, you know, how many I had on my front line. Like literally, what I would do is I would come here, I would go, okay, level 1, I got 476. I would write that down. I would run an ad 24 hours later to come back in and see how many signups I had. And if I had more than 1 or 2 that I knew didn't come from social media or YouTube, it probably came from the ad networks. Well, I was clearly getting tricked because I was always seeing signups for AdBTC. But once I got a tracking link, I put 100,000 Satoshi on it, and I got 986 signups. Details? 0 active. Now, truthfully, I had 1 in here active because you can see right there, I got 2 Satoshi. That is crazy. 986 people downloaded the browser but never used it. Now, I mean, I can speculate on a lot of things, but all I know is that doesn't work. Now, why am I still keeping AdBTC? AdBTC is the top, easiest place to actually, of all the Bitcoin faucets and everything, you can get the most Satoshi out of AdBTC. So now I'll be pulling these Satoshi out of here. So what you do is you just come to earn, and I'll just show you. I was on here earlier, so I don't know if, let me just say this. You can get up to 40 Satoshi per ad out of here. 8 minus 3 is 5. I had to think that one through. So look, 37 Satoshi. Again, I've seen as high as 44, 45. You click open. And you can't see it, but it's basically a countdown timer on the tab. 53, 52, and it just counts down. Again, before I've advertised CryptoTab browser here, I got a lot of people to click on the browser to sign up, but almost none of them actually did anything. So I'm not going to advertise here anymore, and I'm not going to recommend people advertise here anymore. But you can earn a lot of Satoshi here in comparison to other places where you can, you know, earn pay to click. Basically, you get paid per clicks. 40 something Satoshi, 30 Satoshi, 15 Satoshi is a lot. So I didn't finish that up. 49 seconds left. Let's see. Interestingly enough, I guess I don't have to. You can see it counting down there. As long as you keep the tab open, I guess it counts. 37 Satoshi for a 60-second ad. There we go. You will see some of the most scammiest stuff advertised on all these pay-to-click networks. And the reason is because it's so cheap. But the reason that CryptoTab browser can work on these networks is because it's easier than clicking on ads. The CryptoTab browser and even Cointiply, you don't have to, once you understand Cointiply, I mean, it's kind of the same way. It just earns passively for you. Similar to CryptoTab browser, just not as lucrative. So we'll wait till this counts down just to show you how it works. And I'm going to do a whole separate video on, and then you click start, 36 Satoshi, and I'm not going to let that one go all the way. I'm just showing you how you did it. Now, I'm going to be withdrawing here. I'm going to keep working on this till I get it up to about 200,000 Satoshi. I'm going to put 100,000 out. I've got referrals as well here, by the way, so this is not just my earnings. So in your case, you know, you get to 5,000, 10,000, you may want to do a withdrawal, but it's easier to test when I have more Satoshi. So 100,000 Satoshi is a better place to test. And I don't mind telling you where I'm going to be testing at next. I'm going to be testing on Coinbulb. Let me just give you just a brief rundown. So when you look at AdBTC, Moon Bitcoin, Coinbulb, BTC Clicks, and Free Bitcoin, I'm going to be doing individual videos on each one of these. And I'm going to talk about some of the advantages, the minimum payout, the minimum withdrawal, how to maximize earnings, because there are a little bit of strategy to each one of them. And so just to take a look at that briefly, just to peruse through each one of those sites. So that's AdBTC. This is Moon Bitcoin. It's my favorite Bitcoin browser by Bitcoin faucet by far. Mainly because you don't have to, you're not, see, I made a withdrawal 5 hours ago, but I'm still earning. Free Bitcoin maxes out. You can claim every hour, but if you don't come back and claim, it just holds that claim. Whenever you claim, you get a reward of, what did I get? 31 BTC. You get a reward of 31 Satoshi. And if you come back in an hour, you can roll again, and most likely you're going to get 31. But if you come back 6 hours later, you're still only going to get 31 Satoshi. Moon Bitcoin, it just keeps earning for you. See, it's already at 37. If you come back tomorrow, it might be at 40 something. So it keeps earning for you. Plus, you can earn some great bonuses and some great, and I'll explain those bonuses in another video. CoinBulb is next. It works very similar to another site, BTC Clicks. But CoinBulb is, I'm going to advertise on here actually because it's cheap and I'm going to test it out. But basically, you click an advertise. I've had it up for a while. Advertising comes up. It counts down typically 10 seconds. It's super easy. And then you get that's 0.00010 MBTC, but basically that's the same thing as 10 Satoshi. Now the cool thing about CoinBulb is if you log in each and every day, you can actually get some pretty amazing bonuses on CoinBulb. I'll cover that in another video as well. BTC Clicks works very similar to CoinBulb. Just surf ads. It's taking a minute. Works the same way, except look, you only get 5. Maybe I should test here. I think I'm going to test here, and I'm going to test on CoinBulb and just see which one works better. If either one of them works at all, they both end up like AdBTC. If they both suck too bad, I might not even use these two sites anymore. But I have read and seen good things on CoinBulb for sure, so I've got high hopes for that one. I've seen people getting referrals for Cointiply on CoinBulb and surf ads, and this is Cointiply. I'm going to do an entire video on Cointiply. This one is actually one of the most lucrative in the short term. In the short term, Cointiply will outrun, if you've got the time to put into it, it will out-earn CryptoTab browser in the very beginning. The problem is that's if you spend a lot of time on the offer wall watching videos. It pays out very well, pays out more than any other pay-to-click website. Even over AdBTC, it just takes time. However, you use your coins to play the mining game. This needs an entire video all on its own. This mining game is where it gets very, very lucrative compared to most websites, compared to most Bitcoin faucets. This is considered a faucet, but this mining game, you can get up to where you're earning, you're netting at current Bitcoin prices, you're netting about $1 to $2 per hour eventually. And that's a lot of it extra money that you can use to be able to advertise for affiliates for CryptoTab browser. I hope what you're getting out of this is that between Satoshi that you earn from AdBTC, Moon Bitcoin, Free Bitcoin, CoinBulb, BTC Clicks, and Cointiply, you're using all of those Satoshi plus what you're earning from AdBTC. You use all those Satoshi to advertise for more referrals. And so you get to the point that eventually you're pulling out 100,000 Satoshi a day. 100,000 Satoshi, just so you know, is $6.40. That's $6 a day. I'm going to be there probably within a few weeks. I'm going to be pulling out $6 a day. And then, a few more months after that, it may be $60 a day. So, I mean, this CryptoTab browser adds up like nothing else I've ever seen. Now, the top earners here are outside of CryptoTab browsers, AdBTC, it's Cointiply, Moon Bitcoin. Those are the top ones. If you have time, CoinBulb, Surf Ads, and Free Bitcoin would be the next ones. But again, I'm going to dedicate an individual video to each one of those. However, I do not recommend. I'm going to be testing advertising on Coinbulb, and if you want to advertise there, feel free. Let me know what your results are, and I'm going to test out Surf ads, Surf BTC as well, BTC clicks as well. I will not be advertising personally any further on AdBTC because I just got a ton of referrals and I didn't actually get anyone that was active. But I will continue to come over here and click on AdBTC just because 36 Satoshi, 5 Satoshi. That's a big difference. Big difference. I'll come in here once or twice a day and keep getting my Satoshi plus, but you get daily multipliers which add up very, very fast. You can get this to the point that every instead of 37 Satoshi, it can be like 90 Satoshi. And so that can add up pretty quick, especially if you're only checking it once or twice a day. Plus, all of these programs, AdBTC, Moon Bitcoin, oh, there we go. Moon Bitcoin, of course, the CryptoTab browser, Free Bitcoin, Coinbulb, BTC Clicks, and Cointiply all allow you to earn, get referrals, and your referrals help it become that much more lucrative. The irony is, AdBTC, you only earn about 7% from your referrals, but because you can earn so many Satoshi, on each click, referrals are very consistent. I mean, I've got referrals that have, they're getting 500, 200. I've seen as many as 1,000 Satoshi a day, and since they're my referrals, I get 7% of that, so it adds up. All right, so in the future videos, we're going to continue to go in depth on this. I'm trying to think about what else I wanted to cover. We're going to continue to go in depth on this, and I'm also going to start covering BTC ad networks as I use those. So stay tuned. The next video I'm going to do on AdBTC, I believe, and the one after that, I'm going to break down Moon Bitcoin, and then Coinbulb, BTC Clicks, and Free Bitcoin. These will probably be shorter videos, and then I'll come back and do an extensive video on Cointiply. Honestly, I'm still figuring this out myself, so I want to be able to give you some good strategy on this particular video as well, because I believe this one's going to be a powerhouse. But you should download, if you haven't already, you should download CryptoTab browser right now and start using it. And I would highly recommend that you open up an account at AdBTC at the very least, and that you start using that and just surf on it. And I'll do a video in the next day or so on AdBTC as well. And if you don't have an account, you can get one at these other places as well. I'll put all the links down below for CryptoTab browser, Cointiply, AdBTC, Moon Bitcoin, Coinbulb, BTC Clicks, and Free Bitcoin. I'll put them in this order: CryptoTab browser, Cointiply, AdBTC, Moon Bitcoin, Coinbulb, BTC Clicks, and Free Bitcoin. I'll put them down there in that order. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please put them down below.